What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Seal Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. Also, you know I'm a Weeble preferred influencer. Use the link in the pinned comment. Get the best promotion they have. Free stocks. Weeble celebrating their 4th year. Great platform if you're looking to getting in investing, and also willing to give you free stocks just for signing up. You don't have to deposit $1. Madden 23 official reveal trailer, depending on when you watch this, give or take 12 hours or less. One thing that concerns me about this is we see Fieldsense. And the reason I say it concerns me is field, right? We know these players should understand where they are on the field. We know subjectively they should understand their role defensively on the field, and we've talked about this for years. You have players that don't understand the boundaries, don't understand the end zone, don't understand dynamic game planning situations, and it leads us to channels like mine that can literally, for a complete year, fill themselves with awful examples of gameplay. So we've also learned over the past 8 to 10 years, EA loves to create words. They love to create technologies, and they love to manipulate a buyer into thinking the game can do something that it can't. Real player movement is something that never happened. Adaptive AI, players that can think and react, never happened. Consoles came, consoles went. The game, for the most part, has played the same. Now, this year has been very strange, but I can sit here confidently, June 1, and tell you, with full conviction in my heart, the best thing about Madden 23 will be that John Madden was honored on the cover. I don't expect anything from this game, except another pitiful excuse for a football game. What's different this year is a lot of the people that have came out and championed this game are quiet. They've seen someone from our community, Swami, Andre, go to EA for years, sit in front of them, make promises he couldn't keep, guarantees he couldn't deliver, and a commitment to franchise mode that was supposed to be the greatest thing that happened to Madden fell incredibly short. More people complained about the shortcomings of franchise mode last year than played didn't enjoy it. And if that's how EA, Clint Oldenburg, Sean O'Grady define improvements, define respecting and responding to the community, then there's no way that gameplay is going to get a shred of attention that it deserves to make Madden a great game. When X Factors and Superstars were first introduced, myself and a lot of other people in this community kind of had a groundswell and said, listen, this is a fantastic concept if you can implement it right, but don't turn this into an arcade game and don't turn this into automatic situations. And it's done just that. It's created what used to be a dice roll to a more specific set of circumstances that can play out that the user has no control over. So don't talk to me about Fieldsense. Talk to me about organic player movement, removing animations. The reason EA can't do that is, quite frankly, they're so far away from that. Players can't pick up the ball at times. The ball transforms to midfield. Players run through each other, run through the stadium, run through the ball. Game is in the worst state of any sports game, period. Other than maybe the NASCAR franchise that Motorsports Games has had, but let's be fair. That's a company that's going out of business. EA is a company that may be just trying to get bought. I'd also like to point out this year something strange has been an influx of rumors and speculation and ratings and all these things that EA used to really champion itself on have shown up on this Madden Leaks Twitter account. And whoever runs this does a really good job. I mean, everything looks authentic, looks to the T. It's believable. But it's interesting that myself and a couple other people in the community have asked, is EA running this? Is EA to the point now the only way they can generate interest in their game is to create their own leaks? because we've seen other games enter the marketplace and take over market share. MLB The Show, say what you want about it. Yeah, from one year to the next, it has its own repetitions. It has its own shortcomings. It has its own problems. But it's undoubtedly shown a desire to build upon itself, change directions quickly when asked by the community, and create a better product year to year. And whether you or I like it, that's created gamers that have left Madden and went over to MLB, and they won't be coming back to Madden unless something significant happens. And that something significant has to happen tomorrow. Because as I said, all the interviews, all the promotion, they're all gone. They've ceased. What we're left with now is another beta. A shocking amount of people that have changed positions of leadership in the Madden dev team. But overwhelmingly, from what I've seen, a very quiet and reserved dev team. Gone is the attitude of, our game is great, and arrived is an attitude of simply not responding, seemingly not caring. It seemed to me that EA has packed it in even before Madden 23's official trailer reveal. I'd love to sit here and tell you that tomorrow we can talk about hour-long EA Play conversations with Sean and Clint where they sit down and tell us what we've wanted to hear. Just at this point, honesty about where the game is, transparency and how they can fix it, what they can fix, and the reality of how long it's going to take. But none of that has been the strong suits of the dev team that Madden has had over the past 5 to 7 years. In fact, it's really been a musical chairs of who gets the blame when the music stops. And as far as the music is concerned, that may be the only thing that changes, other than the number on this game, year in and year out, to the people that aren't playing Madden Ultimate Team. And even those gamers are getting fed up with seeing the same players recycled over and over and over, and the same programs rinsed and repeated to get more money from them every time they need to buy a new pack. Not to mention the make-right packs that have to be given out every year because Madden and EA seem incompetent to even run a digital card store properly. So it should be interesting tomorrow. I'll be here to cover it. Can't promise you that I won't be overtly positive, as I know some people love to trip over themselves in promoting how great this game could be, but I think we all know the reality is it's simply probably going to be another failure of a football game and more time spent criticizing it than actually playing it. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. You should know by now I will be back in the morning with more commentary.